The ability to sacrifice yourself for God. Yourself is the giving. Is the only giving God needs from you. All other givings, all those your tithe offering, all those your pre or prophetic offering, all those prophet offering, breakthrough offering, faith offering, they are all hinged on the desire to get something back. They are all hinged on the desire to, it's all hinged on greed. They are all hinged on greed. We want God to return tenfold. We want God to return 20-fold. We want God to return something to us. We want God to do this to us. It's actually about greed and ego, selfishness. We are all seeking our own interest. But the kind of giving, when you are really giving to God for real, will you sacrifice everything, even the thing that, even if God wants promises to give you back, even that thing that He wants to give you back, you have already sacrificed it before you even get it back or before you even see it. The ability to totally sacrifice yourself, to tell God, I belong to you, I am yours. I mean, women know what this means. When women, fall in love, when a woman finds a man that has been able to communicate and convince her of his love and his dedication to her, when a woman, when a woman is convinced that this man is totally genuine, is mine, is my man, that I believe in him, I trust him. That's when she says, I'm all yours, I'm yours. She opens up totally, and just totally throws herself into his arms. And when she's still having some doubts or some things holding back a little bit, she's not totally open. But when you get a woman to totally open up and just totally give herself like that, that's the kind of thing that we're talking about. When you are able to give yourself out to God like that, like a woman will give herself to her husband. When you are able to give yourself totally and just throw yourself at his arms and just offer yourself totally to him and say, I'm all yours. That is what God really needs. That is what Abraham did with Isaac. That is what Abel did. That is what the widow with the two mites, that's what she did. That is what Mary did with the oil, with alabaster oil. That is what Macedonia Church did. That is the kind of sacrifice that commands God's response. And God will respond to you beyond your imagination. God will respond to you with so much generosity. He will respond to you with so much of his resources that you will never forget about you. It's a kind of sacrifice that builds you a memory. A memorial. It's a kind of sacrifice that is so huge that people will keep on talking about it after you are gone. This is the kind of sacrifice that makes your name to remain in history. This is the kind of sacrifice when you offer yourself, when you make yourself a living sacrifice. As Paul knows about it. That's what Paul was talking about. Make yourself a living sacrifice. Let's give ourselves to God a living sacrifice. That's not money. It's a living myself. It is those people who have been able to do that, offer themselves as a living sacrifice. They are the ones who live for time and eternity. They are the ones that are never forgotten. They are the ones that are never forgotten. God doesn't allow their memory to die. God does not allow the memory of such people to die. Even when they don't have children, like Mary, their memory still will not die. But when people reduce all that just to money, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It is you that God needs. He wants you to make yourself, to turn yourself to a living sacrifice. He wants you to turn yourself to a living sacrifice and to offer yourself unbridledly to God in totality and His absolute surrender. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Then God will compensate you. God will reward you. God will honor you like you can never believe it. Like you'll never believe it. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Believe me. Nothing like it. Nothing like it.